Glad to have you aboard talking a little football tonight. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter at PhoneBoardMike, that's M-I-K-E, and be glad to have you as a follow, and feel free to reach out to me as we talk about high school sports throughout the season. And certainly glad to welcome in Coach Matt Dick of the Galion football program. Coach, welcome aboard tonight.
Excited to be here.
Good to have you here, and wanted to take a quick review. This is your third year at Galion, correct?
Yep.
And coaching stints before at?
I was at Fredericktown for looks like I think 6 years. Before that as office coordinator, and before that 4 years at Madison.
Okay, very good. And last year, 2017, 5-5 overall, 2-5 in the MOAC. Got it off to a really nice start, 3-0 right out of the gate. Then dropped 5 of the next 7. You finished 15th in Division 4, Region 14. Averaged 26 points per game, gave up 31.8 points per game. You lose Harrison Ivy, honorable mention, all MOAC, ran for 900 yards, passed for 1,132 yards. So that's quite a jolt to your offense. What's it look like so far? What you're seeing just getting started here, 2 days away from the first game, as far as number of players that you have, and how's that looking?
You know, I was excited for what we did last year. I thought, going 500 was a big step from 2-8. That senior class really set us up well for the future, and I, can't be thankful enough to them. Harrison Ivy, Tanner, Dakota, all those guys, Gabe Phillips, the whole crew did a great job last year and really gave us a shot to take the next step this year. And I think that's what, you're going to hear my captains talk today, but that's our goal, to do something better than 500. And that's not easy, and we did lose a ton of talent at skilled athletes, but we got a ton of talent coming back, and we're excited to see what we can do, and we got to improve each and every week, but we got a good crew. It's going to be a fun year.
Very good, and I having you before over at Ralphie's, and then reading the article in the Telegraph Forum, roughly 60 players, about 19 freshmen. Does that sound about right?
We're about 57 now, but we got 21 freshmen.
Okay, very good. So you have a freshman program.
Yep.
And one of those consistencies with any good program is a sustained coaching staff. Do you have any new coaches this year, or were you able to retain the staff that you had last year?
I lost one coach, and I replaced him with 2 young guys. I'm real excited about Al Keen is coming over. He's a Madison kid that I taught when I was teaching over at Madison. I had him in class, and Coach Marshall, my offensive coordinator, actually coached him over at Madison. So getting a guy, a player, a kid that we knew from teaching was awesome. He's done a great job of mixing it with the Galion kids. He's a nice fit. And we also brought up a junior high coach, J.T. Harris, who played offensive line here at Galion. And again, he's another good fit. It's fun to have 2 young guys bouncing around. They bring some energy. They just bring a different look. And I got a really, really good staff. I got, some good old guys with Todd Eagle, Todd Ralston, that really, bring the older perspective, the more seasoned perspective. Got an offensive coordinator that's been around for a while now, and Mike Marshall. And Jim Hart, another guy that's been around a while. So I got a nice mix of young and old, and keeping it all put together is Brett Tyrell, so a head wrestling coach. So I can't, be thankful for a great staff, just good guys.
Yeah, it's good to have a good blend of some veteran guys and young guys, as you mentioned as well, because they bring a whole different level of energy and atmosphere to the young kids, and so it is a benefit, obviously, that you have those kind of mixes on your program. Again, reading that article, it sounds as if your line is really your strength this year, which is a little different. You've always had a lot of skilled players, but your line is really your strength. If you comment on that, if you would, for us.
No, I love my offensive line. They're all back. There's probably, I think, there's 6 really starters that have all started games and played. We're doing some creative ways to rest them so they can play some more D-line, and that's why we're playing 6 on the O-line. But, I think, Galion's the land of skilled athletes. And just to have 6 coming back, I'm excited for it. We're going to be able to run the ball, but I'm also excited to be able to throw the ball. We're always looking for offense and balance. And some games we may run the ball the whole time, other games we may pass the ball. But I really think we're going to be able to do both well.
For those who don't know Galion football, what is your personality offensively? What do you want to be? Coaches that I talk to over the years, they always say we want to be balanced, we want to be 50-50. Or are you more heavily run-oriented? Or do you want to spread it out and pass, or is it really dependent on what the defense is giving you?
Sometimes it's dependent on what the defense is giving you. But me personally, I'd love to run the ball every play and make everybody just, get hit so much that they quit playing, take their confidence. But I'm sure my offensive coordinator would love to throw it all around and do a little bit more passing, a little more air attack. So finding the balance between him and me, you kind of see both personalities when you watch our offense. And the truth is, when you play a good football team, they're going to make you be balanced. If you try to run every play, and if it's off tackle, like we run counter trey a lot, if they're good enough to match up with you, they're going to be able to stop that play. So then you got to have a counter, whether it's boot, a pass, something that makes it all fit together nicely. And if you're more physically dominant, then you can, obviously do just run or just pass. But sooner or later in our league in MOAC, we're going to find a team that physically matches up with us, and we just try to stay balanced and keep them off guard and find their weakness, whether it's in the DBs, the linebackers, the D-line, find it, and then we're going to attack it.
Very good, very good. I appreciate that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with the 4 captains of the Galion Tiger football team. We'll do that after this timeout.